Been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast and you
Hi guys,
guys.
welcome back to Just Another Topic podcast. I'm Adisa.
I'm Neftali, and we are back for our second episode since our break.
Yes.
So yeah, today we wanted to, since it's like the last month of the year, we're in December. Well,
Yeah.
at least this is gonna come out in the last month of the year. We wanted to do a little something, that's reminiscent of it's not a recap, but it's I don't know how do you.
What we want to leave out to
Yeah.
2025 and what we're going to bring into 2026.
Exactly.
But what should
Should be brought.
be
Yeah.
brought, yeah.
What should be left to. It's not the end all be all, but it's just we've thought of this. We thought of this since like the beginning of the year actually, and
Yeah.
we are now like we went back on it. We were like, oh yeah, we had that we wanted to do, and then we went back on it, and we still agree on a lot of it, if not every single one of it. So we're gonna start with
Shame.
yeah, it needs to be brought back.
Definitely, especially on the internet, because people go to the internet and say stuff that should be written in a journal.
That shouldn't even be authored, written. Like, you should keep that to yourself.
No, because there's some situations like the Danish deception. It was so much that I feel like if you needed to like talk to someone, talk to your journal or your psychiatrist,
Psychologist.
psychologist, yes, at least, but don't go on TikTok.
I mean, I think
To
the
say
problem
it.
is it started with the Legion story. Who the F they marry? This story, honestly, I applaud her for saying it because at least in that she was taking her accountability. She was like,
Yes.
I know, like the reason why I stayed is because I really wanted to be married. I wanted my family. I know there was red flags, but she at least knew why. Like, not she wasn't not to victim blame. She at least knew that she had a part in it though.
Yes,
I feel like the Danish deception girl is just like
she's
this-
convinced that she's the victim and
she's a perfect victim.
Yeah.
And there's no such thing as a perfect victim. Just so y'all know, a perfect victim, people are like, oh, she made no mistake. She made no mistake. She was pure. She didn't do anything for it to happen. But there's no such thing as a perfect victim, which is really sad because there's no perfect victim. Sometimes real victims just get like bashed for not doing the right thing. But I think even if you're not a perfect victim, if you're able to say, oh, this happened because this, it helps people to be on your side. Because when I look at Danish deception, I'm just like,
you willingly gave him almost everything you had.
and chances after chances after chances for a reason I'm not gonna state right now, but we pretty much all know.
I think if you're black, even if you're white, you can see through like
Yeah, the
wall,
reasoning.
like
Anyways, we're not here for Danish
Yeah.
deception, but I think people really, it's since COVID, people really have like people went online, have been online because of COVID. That was our only way to feel close
Connect
to
with
connect
people.
with people, feel close to people, and because of that, people have gone wild and
They
sharing
don't have boundaries
everything
anymore.
Yep.
which is crazy. But shame needs to be brought back, first of all. Not only at sharing everything, like just knowing what to say, how to say, when to say.
Like, you don't really need to share if your husband doesn't like you.
Yeah. You can do a
It's-
story time afterwards, though, once the situation
Yeah.
is resolved.
But even then, it's like I was gonna say that's how marriages end, but like sometimes marriages do need to end and you can't see it because you're in it until it's online.
Yeah.
So it's just sometimes it's people like, let's say, what's her name now, the girl that you that she started blocking because it was too much. But she had $2, a dude and that was younger than her from prison. What's her name? Ashley. What's her name? Ashley.
I don't even remember. Wait, she had 2 children.
The mom that is like jealous of her daughters.
Ashley Trevino.
Yeah, Ashley
Oh
Trevino.
my god.
You know,
Well, she's
she would
banned.
need some shame.
She's banned
Just
from
a
her
little
TikTok page. Like I censored her name, all the nicknames that she had. Every time I see something coming up of her, blocked, but
Because she
can't-
needs some shame.
Yeah.
That's a clear example of, yeah, you need to have shame, just a little.
yeah,
Just not everything needs to be like people that are on live 24/7, like Twitch streamers.
well, it depends because I see it. If you make a lot of money, I see it as a job.
It's not the same. No, what I mean is like the people that are streaming on the constant their whole life. Like I'm not saying people like Kaisanat.
No, he has a setup for that.
Yes, he has a setup for
and
that.
all of
I'm
that.
not talking about like the people that have a
You
setup.
talk about the regular people that like go grocery shop and like they are live streaming.
Yeah, I you don't need to share everything. Like even like some vloggers or family vlogging, people that family vlog, you don't need to share everything about your children. It's not necessarily shame, but like privacy.
No, as a parent, you should be ashamed that you predict so much of your children's privacy.
Because if I
to the
grow
world.
up and I realize that all my butt cheeks were on the internet,
It's terrible.
It's really terrible. Like I need you to people. It's not just shame. It's privacy needs to be brought back. And my mom reminded me that the other day because she was like, you put so much on the internet that somebody like people knew about our situation. She didn't want knew about our situation because they follow me
On the podcast.
On the
last
podcast.
episode.
not last episode but like I think it was it was before the podcast. It was on my
Okay.
personal YouTube channel.
Okay.
Like I did I think I was explaining where I was, like like my first video was a get to know me, and I was explaining things, and I think I just said too much, and some people that she didn't want to know our lives because they follow me knew. So she reminded me of that. So I am thinking of the last episode, and I know I said something that she would probably not be happy with. Like, it's another facet of like shame, privacy, you know? Yeah.
And another thing that needs to be brought back is raising children.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Disciplining children.
I know we as Gen Z millennials, we don't want to make the same mistakes as our parents, but that results in you just not raising your children.
Into Kourtney Kardashians. I'm sorry, but like everybody's turning it into like, no, my child can express itself. No,
sometimes no is a no.
No, you don't have until a certain age. You don't have to explain everything to your child. If you say no to, like, an example, when I was a child, I was playing outside. I lived in an apartment building, and I was playing outside with my brother and some other children. And one day a man came and was like, "Oh, I lost my dog. Do you want to help me, like, look for my dog?" I said yes to the man, but I said, yes, I'm just going to go tell my mom I'm going to help you. I went upstairs. I told my mom. My mom flipped. She went on the balcony. You know, when Haitian mom flipped, she lost her French completely. And she was telling the other children, everybody go home. Or it's either if you live too far, you come into my apartment until your parents come. Or if you live in the same building,
go home.
Come and hide. Like, you know, you press on the button and everybody can come in. So like she press on the button, everybody, either you come in the building or you go home now. And then I was like, Mom, what are you doing? She's like, no, that man is dangerous. As a child, I did not understand. Even if she explained it to me, I wouldn't have understood that it's not normal for you lost your dog, call the cops or something, but don't ask your children for help. Yeah. And then later on, my mom, when I grew up, I told her that. And then she was like, do you understand why I say no now? And I'm just like, yes. But as a child, I I wouldn't have understood.
I mean, stranger danger is a concept, but like I don't think it's a concept that is fully grasped
No, as
by
a child.
as a child.
You just do it probably because you don't want your parents to be mad at you if you
Yeah.
talk to a stranger. But you don't, coming back to the subject, raising children, you don't have to explain everything to them right away. You just need to discipline them and explain later on why are you allowing this or not.
The thing is, you're saying you don't need to explain everything. I would need you to do something, like, because I've heard some stories from my friends that have kids, my family that have kids, people that have like have had experience working with kids, working in a daycare culture right now is crazy. It's like, at least where we are, parents have kids because they're cute. So you have a kid because they're cute, but you don't realize the amount of work that goes into having a kid. You have to raise that kid. You have to be there for that kid. Some parents will have the kids go to the daycare from the time it's open to the time it's closed.
It's
then
not normal.
bring him back home, like feed him a little, put him back to sleep, and start all over again in the morning. Like, you're not with your kid. Some parents, I understand that you have to work. That's not my problem. But even if you have to work, listen to what the educator is telling you. Listen to what listen, if your kid has a problem, don't brush it off. Some parents, they really don't want the kids to have problems, in a sense that it's denial. It's not like, I don't want my kids to have problem, let me find solution. They don't want to have the responsibility. They don't want to have the responsibility. They're denying the problem outright. Sometimes they're just like, no, my kid he doesn't have autism.
Some think that when you tell them your children has a problem, they took it. Oh, am I a bad parent? Or do you think my genetics is fucked up? Probably, yeah. You should have tested before having a child. But
it's, even if you as a parent has no problem, sometimes if your kid has autism, it's not a bad thing. It's not like the end of the world. You have to, however, help them, because if you don't start helping them when they're a kid, it's gonna follow them for the rest of their lives, and they're gonna
settle into the cracks that should be like fixed when they're young.
And it's not just that. It's like, sometimes if they're gonna internalize the fact that they're different as a problem with them, instead of just being like, okay, I have this, I can work with it, I can find solutions, I can have something, tips, I can find help to make it so my life is easier with this, instead of just being like, I have this, I'm bad, I have a problem, and feeling down on themselves. So, because it could be very damaging for the kid. So, which is why I'm like, y'all need to start raising your kids.
I'm gonna say millennials are terrible parents in general. I see some children, Mom, I want this. No, the child that starts screaming,
throws a tantrum.
I think I've seen one or two like palm color people whack that child and be like, stop, and then that child walks straight. I'm not saying I'm
again
for hitting children, but she didn't slap the face or like hard to the point where like you just like that was too much. It was on the back, on the shoulder here, like, stop crying, you're too old to do that. And I was like, okay, like, discipline.
And see, something that can be done even without like hitting is being stern. I don't like this gentle parenting thing, in the sense that I don't need you to beat your child up. I just need you to be stern, firm, and not change your idea. Your child wants to throw a tantrum, he can throw the tantrum alone. I've always been a proponent of, I said no, and then moving on. If you want to throw a tantrum, you're going to find your way home.
Yeah.
I'm not going to leave the child for real, but you are going to find your way home, because there's no way I will take this. It's like you have so many ways to discipline a child without hitting them, and without being so meek that you end up giving the children whatever,
giving in into what they want.
Yes. Like I've never seen, like I've seen some family members where I was looking at their reaction with the children and I was like, "Oh my gosh. Those things are demons."
Mm-hmm.
Love them, family, demons.
Mm-hmm.
Because
They don't want to
you,
discipline.
yeah, you said yes to everything.
And you know what else the problem is? The iPads, the infamous iPad kids.
Mm-hmm.
I see so many of them in the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible.
It's parents not having time, feeling overwhelmed. They just give them the iPad every 2 minutes. It's like
that does not work, and it's so overstimulating. I don't remember. I tried watching like a Cocomelon episode.
mm-hmm.
I'm just like, why is everything so flashy? Like, it's overworked the brain. That's not
Mhm.
good. And there's some parents on TikTok that after the gentle parenting was like, listen, I'm not doing that anymore. Raising my child. First of all, you shouldn't put on the internet how you raise your child. Anyways, but some gave advice. If your kid turned out right, you can give advice. But some of them, I look at their children and things that they do, and I'm just like, you're a bad parent. You just don't know it yet. But they went back to making their children watching 90s TV shows for kids.
I said earlier we were doing our makeups and we were singing some shows. Them shows were so great.
Mm-hmm.
I go back to listening to Totally Spies. Maybe not Johnny Test, but
Totally Spies, definitely.
I don't know. I need this culture of like letting the children slide, having babies just to have babies, not wanting to spend time with your children,
Gentle
to
parenting as a
to stop.
whole.
Yeah.
And people also need to stop worrying about other people's kids.
I mean,
Instead of let me take for example, Northwest.
yeah.
Do you see how many, like, she has I listen, I don't even follow North. I follow Kim because I like her content ever since she started All's Fair. But
So sorry, All's Fair is not a good show. But
I love it so much.
Moving on.
Anyways, so because I watch like some Kim Kardashian content on TikTok, I inevitably see some Northwest news, but I never interact with things that talk about Northwest. Never, because I don't agree with talking about somebody's children.
Same thing for Blue Ivy.
Yeah, I don't interact with it. So she has a piercing on her finger, I think.
North?
Yes.
Okay.
And people were bashing Kim like, oh my gosh, she's such a bad mother for letting her 12-year-old have a piercing on her fingers. And I was like,
I'm not saying it's a bad mother thing. I'm just saying, why would you want to have a
on your
why
fingers?
anybody would want to have a piercing on the finger? But okay.
But that's right. And I'm just looking at that, and I'm just like, but you got your son's ear pierced at 4 years old.
Yeah.
A piercing is a piercing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because you think that the lobe is more acceptable that it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's you. You're worried about your kid instead of what's going on
If the kid is
outside.
healthy, eating, and they're not being mistreated, don't worry about them.
And also Northwest again, like I was going to the comment, I couldn't believe what I was reading. She had like a I think a corset top with a school skirt and a blue wig.
Blue wig, yeah, I remember that.
People were talking like, oh my god, Kim is letting her dress like a grown up. I was like, no, you see her as a grown up.
Because what I remember this outfit, and I'm like, it's not grown up per se. It's just like y'all have grownified this outfit.
Yeah.
Like
It's
maybe the
literally-
corset,
it's-
maybe the corset thing.
It may be, but she literally has a school skirt. I was just thinking like, this is crazy. Like y'all sexualize so much everything.
But the thing is, it's not even, people don't really care about Nord. They just want to bash Kim because the same people will turn around and be like, oh, Nord is this, Nord is that, Nord is this, Blue Ivy is this, Blue Ivy is that. And it's like, y'all 5 years ago were talking about this child is ugly. Now
Bad
y'all want to
hair.
be
When she was a child,
Yeah.
the black woman, oh, what is this nappy mess? Beyonce has beautiful 3B hair, and she has
So y'all were talking 2 days ago about how the child is ugly, and now y'all want to be the one to put your capes on for that child. Remember what she said before?
yeah.
So like I said, people are not mad. Like they're not here for Nort. They just want to have something on Kim.
yeah.
So yeah. So worry about your child.
Yeah, raise your own child.
Mm-hmm.
People be so hypocrite with the children topic. I hate it.
Yep.
Seriously. And talking about Kim Kardashian,
Mm-hmm.
celebrity personas.
Yes. You know, Kim, as like she's able to, I don't know how to say it. Yes, she makes blunders. She and her family, they say things that are like, why would you say that? But they are media trained.
Yes.
Okay? And when I say celebrity persona, I mean you have to be able to come online, on a camera as a celebrity, get into interviews and know what to say. Know what not to say. Again, it's a little brought back to the shame and privacy, but it's a different facet of that. As a celebrity, you can't go on an interview and blow up. I think you know who I'm speaking about. You can't go on an interview and be rude. The other day I was on Instagram and I saw an interview where I don't know who the girl is. She asked Kevin Hart, would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter? And he was like, well, I would rather have a healthy child.
That's a good answer.
I would rather have a healthy child. That's a dumb question.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said something. She asked something else, and he again answered with a good answer. And he was like, "Yo, sometimes the dumbness is not on the person that answers; it's on the person that asks."
Yo.
And I was like, "Yes, this is what we talk about when we say media trained."
Yeah.
Y'all, like the celebrities that we have now. Don't get me wrong. I do like the relatability. I do like
I don't like that at all.
Well, not saying like not the relatability in the celebrity that try to say, oh, I'm just like everybody else. I'm just saying we're all humans. We all have some things that happen. Okay, like whether you're rich or not, you do have problems with love. That's relatable. But I need you to give a little more Beyonce. You know, unattainable. You're a celebrity. I don't know. I feel like, because I'm not saying go full Beyonce, don't give us nothing. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, I like the fact that we have a medium where it's like, it's actors, it's musicians. You get to know them by their work, the interviews, and that's it. While there's things like influencers, you get to know them by their vlogs. And that's it. It's when these lines starts to blur down. I'm just like, what's a celebrity? What's an influencer? It's also the same discussions that people had when people were like, why are influencers on the red carpets? Not saying that you can't be on the red carpet like for a movie. That's not the same thing.
There's like red carpets that are exclusive. Met Gala.
Yeah. Or like, if you like, I don't expect to see influencers on the Oscars red carpet.
Me neither, unless you like participated in a movie and you did like such a good job, like Addison Rae. She participated in the series called, I forgot, it's on Netflix, but she did a great job acting, and I could see her becoming an actress, but until she created her
only, I'm so sorry. You're saying I could see her becoming an actress, and just like the only thing I've seen her in
movies, you could go see her character.
Scream? Was it Scream?
No, it just came out this year. It's the same producer that did the Jeffrey Dahmer series.
Girl, I don't watch Netflix like
that. I forgot the name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. she did a great job. Like, I completely forgot that she was an influencer when I was watching her. So I see her playing horror movies where, like, the desperate girl that scream, like, she's good at that.
Okay.
She's really good. But until she has her notoriety into the acting world, I don't want her on the Oscars red carpet.
I mean, she would be on the Grammys red carpet more so than the Oscars red carpet because of her
Yeah.
music career now.
Yeah.
But see, Addison is a good example in the sense that since she's started being off TikTok, she wasn't, no, that wasn't her that had the TV reality, but
No.
she started being less and less in the front, like outside of her work, which before TikTok was her work. But what I'm saying is, outside of her music, outside of her acting, we don't really hear of Addison. We see her in interviews, music, and acting.
She's transitioning from an influencer
To a celebrity.
celebrity.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm thinking about people like Shay Mitchell, where I'm like, at this point, Shay Mitchell to me is more of an influencer than a celebrity. Because she was in Pretty Little Liars. She had a long-standing in Pretty Little Liar. I think she did other things, though I don't know them. But she started her YouTube channel and she focused so much on that I'm just like, okay, she's an influencer. She's less of a celebrity to me. And I need people to, and when I say celebrity personas and media training, it's not just like I need you to know how to be in front of a camera and what to say and what not to say, but I also need you to build up like a little fantasy, like a little sum on top of who you are, because I don't know. I feel like, yeah.
No, but I agree with that.
A little something on top. Like
the lines are so blurred now that. But one that mind boggles me is Jackie Aina. I feel like she is between celebrity and influence.
Okay.
Again, why? I mean, I don't see her like have singing or acting like notoriety, but the way that she is in the influencer world,
she's a celebrity of influencers.
Yes, she does not take any bullshit from nobody. She's like, if you come to my page, you're gonna have to respect it. And it's like her social media is like her movie. You get to know her through that, but she does not show too much at the same time.
Yeah, you're so right. Even like she has media training and she has a persona that she is like, not saying it's fake. And when I mean persona, I'm not saying I need them to be fake. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying she has somebody that she's showing in front of people, and she's like, you don't need to know every single thing. Again,
Exactly.
Privacy. I feel like it all relates back to shame and privacy, and it's like she shows what she wants you to know. Like, yes, we see her house, but we don't know every nook and cranny of the house.
Exactly.
We know that she has perfume, she likes white, she has a good cute kitchen and a cute living room, but like we don't see every single thing. And like we see her with her makeup, she tells stories, but she doesn't tell everything.
We don't know what's going on in her marriage. Perfect example.
Yeah.
And Bretman Rock also is good at that.
Yes.
As well, these two, I just feel like Bretman Rock and Jackie Aina are the celebrities. Really, they have
the celebrity training
persona.
Yes.
But in social media,
Yes.
as influencers, like, to me, I think
I
this
love
is, like, the
Bretman Rock.
perfect.
Watching a video of him go through my feed, it's just land, and it's so pretty, and it's like he built the right life, and he's like, he managed to be still relevant while talking about chicken.
Yeah, because that's Bretman Rock.
Yeah, and he doesn't need to speak about his love life 24/7. Which, another thing, like, I need these interviewers to stop being interested in everybody's love life, in everybody's love life all the time. Like, how is that relevant to the topic at hand? They're here to promote a movie.
When talking about that, what I love interviews to do, I found a TikToker that does that just that exactly, is to ask how did you feel during filming? Like, did you have any particular feelings impersonating the characters, or like what is a funny anecdote? Like, this is something you can like get off topic, but not too much. So like, what is a funny fact that happened like on the set, and then they say a cute like story time, but you're still on the topic of the movie. I love this type of questions. And like, how did you prepare? Did you have to go to the gym, and was it hard to like transition from like you to like, this is what I love. And same for the albums. I love when they ask, okay, which producers did you work with to make this body of work, and did you have any emotions?
Was that your first time? How was the process? How is their work, the work style, or your work style with their work style? Like, those are the questions you need to ask on a project.
In collaborations, I like when they develop like how are you, and how is the person, and how did you manage to make the bridge to make that song work, and we still can see, okay, I know that's you and I know that's them. Interviewers don't do that anymore.
No, it's so always about somebody's love life, and it's like, okay, but they are not here for that.
But it's kind of like influencer type of questions.
Yes, because interviewers now are all influencers. Like, a lot of the like, even the celebrities, I'm just like, if you look at the Jennifer Hudson's interviews sometimes, I'm just like, you're not an interviewer. You can't get an answer and then piggyback of that. It really is just like, oh, okay, that's the answer, moving on to the next question. It's the influencers that are now interviewing, same thing. Like, if you go on Color Daddy, I'm so sorry, I'm just like,
it's boring.
I don't know.
It's always like,
it's always the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, that's for celebrity personas. And speaking of celebrities, I need them to be on my screen longer than 8 episodes.
Thank you for bringing that up, because I'm tired of like, and especially one thing that I hate is for certain platforms to have the audacity to give 8 episodes, and on top of that audacity, you have the audacity to release it on many weeks.
Yeah, it's like, I understand that, like, the streaming world right now is not conducive to making money for the celebrities, and the way that they're making it conducive, like, at first they would just release all 8 episodes together, and it's like, great for binging, awful for making money, awful for retention. So then they said, okay, let's do it separated by like a month. So they would say
have people coming back.
Yeah, to have people coming back. So they would be like 4, and then they started doing 4 once every week, and then take a 1 or 2 month break, 4 once every week. You know, and it's like, if you're gonna do that, at least give me 16 episodes.
At least
20.
At least.
I'll take at least 2 more, because I'm so tired of these stories that have to be cramped in 8 episodes, when rushed, when you know there could be so much more substance. And I'm not saying I need filler. I don't need a 46 episode season. I need at least for you to give it time. Give it some time to settle. Give the story the emotions. Like, some stories are really good at 8, and I know they would be better at 10, 12, 16.
I want 40 episode back on my screen. I used to love that one TV show that I love to death, that I have watched 4 times at least. Rain.
Yeah.
It was 40 episodes, so if you start in January, it will end at like September, October. Once episode a week. To me, it's fine. If you give me 40 episodes, 42, I can do it once a week. But 8 episodes and the story is rushed, I don't like that. It's not okay, personally.
Yeah. It's
And
just like, and the thing is, it's 8 episodes. The story is rushed, and it's 5 years in between every season. Like, I have the
yes,
time to forget everything.
yeah,
And I know people, like, if you look at Stranger Things, I've heard, I know you watch it. I've heard reviews. People say, "Oh, I understand why it took so long. It's so
no,
pretty
I
and
don't.
it's so pretty and all that." And I'm just like, it's great quality shot. The shots are beautiful, and I'm just like, I would rather less less quality of a shot and more story and less time. I don't understand why we have to wait 5 years for 8 episodes when before it would be 6 months for 20 episodes.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying go back to 6 months for 20 episodes because I don't want people to be overworked. But come
that's not my
on.
problem. That's not my problem. Y'all figure it out, because when in rain, like I said, in January to September, you have the time to see the ratings for like January, February, and then you can, okay, let's start filming in like April. You start filming. Now you have, when it's done, September, October, you have like 6 months, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, septembre, octobre, 6 months already filmed. So now you're not the only series that has 42 episodes. From that period, there would be other TV shows that
Yeah.
would start 42 episodes again. So from September, October, they would go on until like March, April, and then
And while the season is out, you can start doing work on the next season if it's
Exactly.
already picked up. And it's the thing of you, some shows are getting picked up and you're like, why is this back? Why is this back? While other shows are struggling, even though they're popular, to stay up. And it's like 8 episodes. I just need more. Some shows are just like, I love them so much, but it's so rushed that you don't get to enjoy anything. You don't get to stay with the people and like feel the emotion, because we got to go to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing to get to that ending to make it make sense.
yeah. But another thing that I think Netflix absolutely ruined is Black Mirror, because apparently that was the English show 1st, and then Netflix, it was so successful that Netflix bought it, and then now it's on Netflix. You see how it developed, except that over time you see Black Mirror just becoming like a celebrity TV show, because each episode is different, right? And it's like 3, 4, 5 years between every single season. This is so annoying, first of all. And it lost its essence completely. Like the last season, I was watching it. The story is good. Instead, I'm like, it's not like the first season. It's really not. And I hate that.
I think
Honestly.
it goes on. It goes with the fact that the longer a show is, the saying, you either die hero or live to become the villain. And I feel like it works also with TV shows, because some TV shows stay way too long. Way too long. And it's like, unless you had a clear plan of what would happen in 5 seasons, sometimes things become worse. And I another example of that is Supergirl. The first 2 seasons were, first
I
season
love
was
them.
good. Second season, I really liked it, and then they got bought by CW, and whew, I was okay with season 3. I stopped watching after that.
I didn't finish season 3.
I didn't finish season 3 either, but the reason why I didn't finish season 3 is another thing. I got pissed off that they put Monel with another girl. I was like, what? What happened to my caramel? The only thing I can say for Supergirl is I'm just happy at least they got together in real life. That was my caramel.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, there's so many shows where either they stay too long, and somehow you can stay too long with 8 episodes.
I don't get it. Netflix and Disney are ruining the
Yeah.
TV show industry.
Yeah,
I
which is
hate
why
it
I
so
just
bad.
go back to watching like older shows, or like there's
I go in other parts of the world now. I'm watching Thai show, Turkish show, Chinese with the 40 episode, and you get to know the characters and
even
you see the storyline
even
develop.
even K-dramas are doing this better. Like they have 16 episodes.
Yeah.
I would be fine with 16 episodes because they can do 16 hour, 16, sorry, they have 16 episodes of 1 hour each, and they put so much, they make so many, like it's so well constructed, but they wouldn't be able to do it in 8.
No.
I don't think they would be able to
No.
do it in 8. Some of my favorite shows, I'm watching it and I'm like, yeah, 8 episodes wouldn't be enough for this story, and they make so many good stories.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Penthouse,
Yeah.
thinking Goblin. I'm thinking like there's so many shows.
Penthouse is on Netflix now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna.
I ain't rewatching that though.
I am. But the thing is that I know I'm not gonna feel what I felt the first time that I was watching.
I don't
had
know.
so many emotions watching it. Frustration. I cried. I was happy. Hopeless.
Yeah,
Oh.
they were good at crushing your hopes.
Yeah.
Make me so mad.
Okay, and another thing that I need to be brought back is separating pets from humans.
Yeah.
Because especially in this part of the world, the first world countries, I do understand people love pets. They want to treat animals well, but there's no, like, it's not normal to give human rights to an animal. It's not normal for someone to go to prison because they like ran over an animal on the road.
Oh,
That's not normal. Some people get punished. I've heard some stories of people getting punished for that.
that's crazy.
Like it's not normal for animals to have so much right. And another thing, okay, my dog is old, right? She's like 15, 16. She's on her last stretch, and she like gets sick. She has like digestive problems sometimes. Sometimes she'll eat, she'll not drink. And then we went to the vet, and then we're like, clearly something's not right with my dog. What's up? And then they start saying, oh, and we were talking about like
Euthanizing.
euthanizing my dog because we're like clearly she's suffering, she's not happy, like she's not walking around, sometimes she's sick, sometimes she's happy, she's completely blind. Her hearing is
Almost gone.
almost gone.
You could call her and she wouldn't mind.
She's not budging unless like you do like a high pitched sound, but calling her normally, she could be sleeping here, she's not gonna hear it. She because she's blind and don't hear well, she knock her head everywhere. And you're gonna be watching the TV, you're gonna hear boom, hit the chair, boom, hit the table, boom, hit the wall, boom, hit the door. Like she spent all day long hitting herself on.
And she just walks around
Yeah.
all day, all the time, as if she's searching for something. But
And that's the thing. She's so old that she forgets what she does. So, especially in summertime when we're eating on the balcony, she's gonna want to come out with us.
and then she forgot that she's out.
Forget that she's out, and then she's wanna come inside. And then she inside, and she's like, "Wait, nobody is inside." So she wanna go outside, and then she forgets. She come back. She can do that for like hours. She's old. This is dog dementia. She piss and drink her piss. We didn't know it that she was doing it until one day. I think I got the day off at work, and then I'm hearing water drop, and I'm just like, shit! Like I forgot a faucet, so I'm just like, they're gonna be like a flood, and then I just see no, that's my dog peeing, and I'm just like, oh, you peed. Like usually when she needs to do her needs, she's gonna bark to go outside. She turned around and just drink it, and I'm just like, why would you do that? So I'm just like, no, that
She's
dog
not.
is-
She's
she's
not.
not there anymore. And so we go to the vet, we tell them all of that, every single symptom that she has, and we're like, wait, yeah, we want to euthanize her because even though she has digestive problems, that's not bringing back her sight, her earrings, and her like mental capacity. Like she's damn near not here. And I'm like, well, no, like you're gonna have to do blood work, MRI, X-ray before, so we can see if she has a, we can find a solution. She doesn't even have teeth anymore to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, they had to take it out.
Yes, and so I'm just like, I look at the vet and I like, her rent, your rent cannot be that high that you're trying to take so much of my money for my dog to end up dying like really soon. Anyway, so that's the thing. And then I talked about this about like other palm colored people because I'm the only black person that I know that have a dog, and I'm just
Not because I don't want one, but because, parents
I had to like,
fight.
I fought my mom for years to have my dog as a child, and she made a promise. And I remember when she didn't help to it, I tormented her until I had my dog. So it wasn't easy, but I'm just talking and I'm like, I don't understand. Like, we told the vet everything that's going on with my dog. Like, she's in her last stretch. We don't want her to like spend the rest of her life like knocking herself everywhere, not hearing, not being able to eat. So we want to euthanize her. And then they look at us, they're like, yeah, no, the vets don't want to do that because of like animal rights that on the same pedestal as human rights. I'm just like, that's not a human being that you're trying to keep alive. It's a dog. I love my dog, but at the end of the day, a dog is a dog, and I'm not going to spend 15K on all of the MRIs, like $2,000.
Yeah, and they don't have insurance.
There's not animal insurance. You can have some,
But they cost her an arm and a leg.
yes, and I'm just like, it's not normal. Like the minimum wage people here, I think it's like 30K a year. Do you think that it's normal to that an animal costs you 15K a year? Not even, no, not within a year, but in months, just to treat all of that, when you know that my dog is gonna die soon anyways, and you want me to get in debt of 15K for my dog to die anyway, when you could have just give her the shot to make her sleep peacefully, but you don't want
Because now
to.
she's dying in pain.
Exactly, because of animal rights. And I'm just like, that does not work. You can't put an animal on the same pedestal as a human. And I need that to be separated for real. Like, there needs to be a, like, how can I say, there needs to be a separation. There needs to be a clear line that an animal is an animal. A human is a human. And taking care, some people say, well, don't have a dog if you can't afford it. I'm pretty sure that like 99% of the people that is not the 1% have difficulty fully affording themselves their lives. So that just, that's an agreement that like
Doesn't work
it
because
doesn't work.
a lot of people have kids and y'all can't afford it. So
Exactly, like a dog
Same
is
thing.
not supposed to be like that expensive. And the MRI, when I heard the price of the MRI, I was like, this is the MRI that when I go to the private hospital and ask to see if I have ADHD, that's the price of the MRI that I would do that could change my life. And you want me to put that on my dog that is dying right now? That you could
it's not going to change anything.
Exactly.
Like
So,
unless you can stop her blindness, her deafness, the problems with her smell, the problems with her dementia,
yeah, like
that is not,
so
the
this
price is high.
yeah, it's too high. So that's the thing. And also talking about separating pets from humans is stop treating animals like their kids. That I don't agree. I see people like the pets on the bed. I don't agree with that. The pets, I've seen dogs on TikTok. They sit at the table with the, and he has
A
its
plate.
plate on the table to eat with the humans.
Yeah, no.
That's not a child. That's a dog.
See, the thing is, the pets on the bed, I think we are thinking very much dog when there's cats.
Even cats, I wouldn't let a cat.
That's
on
the
my
problem,
bed.
though. They like I know you can try and tell a cat, you can tell a cat not to do something, and eventually they won't. But it's harder than with a dog.
I remember when my uncle asked my mom when we were younger to to babysit the cat. We did it, and I remember one morning my mom wake up and the cat was sleeping beside her, on her pillow, When I thought Haitian mom, pushed that cat off the bed so hard. Even if you let the after that, even if you left the door open, it wouldn't dare to step a foot in her room. Cats do understand. They're just like hard-headed children. You just need to stand firm in what you say,
what
you
you're
do.
saying.
So that's that. But some people are like, oh, but you can't raise a cat. Yes, you can. You just don't know how. That's it. And the dog, like, it's not normal. The way that dogs, it's not normal for a dog to have its place on the sofa, in my opinion. It's not normal. You cannot put, and especially knowing how nature works, a dog, you own a dog. You're not in partnership with a dog. And in the dog's mind,
They will do as much as you let them.
yeah, because you're their owner. But if you let them on the same pedestal as you, now it becomes imbalance. My dog personally, she does not, unless I allowed her, she would never go on the sofa unless we had food and she tried to like eat it. But when we came, sometimes she would put herself in timeout alone. She knew she wasn't supposed to do something and she would go in timeout alone. But she would come and lay on your feet because this is where a dog that is owned is supposed to go. It shows that I am submissive to you, my owner. So it's not okay for a dog to be like at the same
Level.
as you. That's my opinion. And this is what I've learned through years of having a dog and seeing how other dogs going to other people's house. I know my dog, like, when I told her to sit, she would not sit, but she knew where not to step. And some other people, I would look at their dogs. I would go in their house and I'm just like, why is your dog so comfortable, like jumping on people they don't know like that? Why is your dog like damn near trying to lick my foot off of my hands? Like that's not okay. Your dog is too comfortable. I don't like that.
What do you make of dogs that are not too comfortable, that really has like, that are really disciplined but that are still allowed to be on sofas and on beds?
Well, a dog can understand that when a humans come on the sofa, it gets down. I've seen that also.
Okay.
The owner would be like, get off, and the dog just goes on its crate, sits, and it does not bother. But it's not normal. Let's just say if you invite me to your house and then your dog is on the sofa and you're just like, oh well, that's his favorite spot, you can't sit here. That's not normal. It's not normal. And
Yeah,
that's not
so
okay.
it would be like, if the dog is really disciplined, they could they could be on the sofa, but as if you go to sit, they have to get off. Like, they can't be on at the same time.
Yeah, but I've seen different type, and this is seeing how dogs were acting that I realized, oh, that's not okay. And as I grew up, of course, I became a grown up, and I realized I used to treat my dog like a baby, and as I grew up, I was like, that's not normal for me to love my dog as much as I love someone else. It's not normal, and that's when like it clicked on my head, and then it changed. And when I went like visiting people at their houses, I realized, oh, that's not normal.
Okay.
As an attitude for a dog. So I've been to some people's houses and I would come and the dog would see me. I never seen that dog, and it would just get off and I would see like they understood. So that in my opinion, this is how it should be. A dog should know their place as an animal.
Okay.
And it's a companion. A dog is a companion. A cat is a companion. It's not like a family
Member.
It's
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Pets are not children. And also, the people that like, I don't want to have kids. I just have a dog and cats.
I mean, I don't think it's a problem.
It's not a problem, but just keep in mind that these are animals.
Yeah, I think it's just to have. I would rather people say that than to have a kid when you don't, you can't take care of it. You don't have the maternal or paternal instinct. You're not ready. You're not fit to be a parent. I would rather you be like, I'm just gonna stay with my dog.
No, I'm not talking about that. It's fine, but it's.
You mean the ones that are replacing the kids with?
Yes,
dog?
like you can't nurture an animal like you nurture a human being.
True.
It's just that I don't mind that, but it's just that, well, that's their problem. First of all, if they want to do that, they can. But I just don't think it's normal to like nurture an animal like you nurture a human.
I see where you're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. Dang, this is a long podcast. Guys,
Yeah.
I hope you are still with us. Last thing that needs to be brought back that we're going to talk about today is saying no. We need to learn to say no again.
Yeah. And no needs to be like
Affirm.
accepted.
Yeah.
Affirm and accepted. When someone say no, it's no. And again, in some situations when people say no, they are ashamed for it.
Yeah. They're shamed for saying no, and they feel like they can't say no. Like if they say no, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah. In a lot of family situations, that's the case.
Like you don't need to always be there for everyone.
That's I do agree with that. And I'm not the type of person, you see how some people are like, whenever I can help, I help. I don't do that. I help whenever God told me to go. But I'm not handing my hand to everybody I see on the road that needs help. And sometimes if you do that, you help someone, you might end up like drowning yourself with them.
Yeah.
Or you might, help them. They get out of their situation, but you're the one now that's stuck.
And you need help and they won't help.
They won't help you.
So yeah, you don't need to say yes to everything. You can say no. No is okay. No is a full sentence.
Exactly.
And like I remember I had an example an experience recently where I was at work and I was asked if I could exchange my schedule for a weekend with another colleague. I said if I can, I will. And then come the time to exchange, that colleague asked me, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna check. And then I stopped responding because I was really busy. I had a lot of things to do. So I forgot that we were texting, and then I started doing my things, and then she said, and then that colleague said they were gonna go send an email to have the schedule change, and I didn't say yes yet. So then the schedules were changed. I contacted the supervisor and being like, oh, I can't, I have something that weekend. And I almost felt bad because it was saying no after the fact, but I still stood firm because I can't put myself in like a disadvantageous situation to put somebody else in a situation that would help them. Like, I'm sorry, but I can't. But I also take some blame because I was like, if I can, I'll do it, and then I stopped answering.
I just say no automatically now when someone asks me. I just like no. No.
See, I need to be less scared of saying no. I'm like, oh my god, I need to have an excuse to not do it.
If I don't want to, that's an excuse. Like, I don't give a fuck,
and that's it.
Your problem.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying we need to bring back saying no and being okay with it.
Yeah.
Not being afraid, because we live in a culture where we have to being helpful as Canadians.
I'm not helpful at all.
That's you, girl. You've always been like that.
I see it in Canadians. Sometimes I look at people, even some of our family members, I look at them helping other people, and I'm just like, couldn't be me.
Yes, you are able to say no very easily. But as most Canadians are, we are the side that say sorry for nothing, the side that say thank you for everything, and the side that
sorry for nothing though.
We are the side that try to be helpful.
Thank you for nothing.
Yeah.
As well. But
yeah.
So and I've got comfortable with watching certain people in their problems after I said no. Because at some point, like, if I say no, I can help you. I cannot be like, oh my god, I feel so bad. I have to move on with my life. That's not my fight. That's not my struggle. And so I just move on. Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry for you. Go pray. Pray harder. I don't know what to tell you, but
I get it. But yeah.
that's it.
So that was the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So those were the things that need to be brought back or brought with us.
Into
In-
2026.
Yeah. We're gonna have to make another video for the things that need to be left behind because this one is very long.
Yeah. This one brought back was like easy, but I feel like the left behind is gonna be way.
Yeah,
More
we have
harsh.
some topics in there. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
No, but I really feel strongly about some of them. In the next one, like
Same.
I felt strongly about some of the ones we talked about now, like the raising children. That's something that I feel very strongly about, just because it's the next generation.
These are gonna be our doctors and nurses.
When we get very old, and I need them to be somehow okay. I need them to be okay. I need the world to not burst in flame while I'm still in there, you know.
When is Jesus coming back?
According to the Rapture TikTok, it was 2 months ago.
I can't.
So yeah, I think that's it for me.
Yeah, that's it for me too.
Mhm.
Forgot the last one, but it's okay.
Yeah, well, it's okay. So yeah, this was it. Thank you for listening to us, guys.
Thank you for watching for those who watches, and thank you for listening for those who listen.
If you want to listen to any other episodes, there's going to be a playlist at the end or in the description box. If you are on YouTube, if you're on Spotify, it's going to be on our Just Another Topic podcast page. Like, comment, share, subscribe. That subscribe button is important, at least to us.
Yes, it is.
And open your notifications to be able to see when we post the next time.
Yeah.